Hello, my magical friends. It's Junie checking back in with you. And we're going to look at a quick video with NASA. NASA is letting us know how spectacular this solar eclipse is going to be in the sign of Libra. Now, I think I spoke to you guys a little bit about it being a penumbral eclipse and how the Earth is a little bit longer in its shadow than some of our other eclipses. We have eclipses every year. We have an eclipse season. So this is kicking off eclipse season for us. Please keep in mind that, this is an emotional time for us. It's affecting three sources: the Earth, the Sun. So if you're a Sun sign, this could affect you too. The Moon. So if you have Moon in your chart, whether you have Moon on your rising sign, or if you have a Moon for your Sun sign, or your Moon sign, if you're a Cancer rising, or if you're a Leo rising, this could affect you. If you're a Libra rising, or if you're a Libra, this could affect you because this eclipse is going to be in Libra. We have an eclipse pretty much every year in Libra. That's what kicks off the whole solar eclipse season. So I have already made a video for all of you to let you know where you're going to get the best possible views. I went into great detail about it. I uploaded another video from NASA as well. Remember to please credit NASA. I also have a beautiful picture at the end of this video from Rami Astro. I love Astro-photography. I just purchased a picture of the moon from him. He's an amazing astrophotographer. I really love astrophotography. So I just want to make sure I give credit to the proper people if I use any of their pictures or photos. So, Libras are going to be feeling it. Keep an eye on your balance. This is when we have greater falls, just like when there's Mercury in retrograde, we have more theft, we have more items getting lost in the mail, things like that, lack of communication, things seem foggy. Well, an eclipse can kind of not really give us the same effects as a Mercury retrograde, but just emotions. And because it's in the sign of Libra, that rules the 7th house. What does the 7th house rule? It rules our relationships with others, anyone who's not us, right? So just, if you're having relationship issues right now, this could be why. Or if your relationship is really healing and taking off right now, this could be why. There's just this energy that's going to be floating around. I say you're going to start feeling it between March 25th. April 8th is the eclipse, but then, that energy, it lingers. So I would push it out past the 8th, past April 8th. So just be aware. I'm going to be on later today. I'm going to be mapping out the location astrology for Elijah Vu. I'm also going to be mapping out, I promised you guys that I'd come back on and I would give you a cleaner map of Sebastian Rogers. So I will update a cleaner map with better lines. That map did get a little confusing, but so I'm going to straighten up that map like I promised. So I'll probably be on later today, or I'll try to upload a video depending on if I have enough storage on my phone. I have no storage left on my phone, so I can't upload videos. It gives me a really hard time if I go past an hour. And these maps take a really long time. Sebastian's map is huge, okay? It's huge. So my mile marker for Sebastian is about 280. So that would be 28 feet, 28 yards, 2.8 miles, 28 miles, all the way up to 280 miles, and I could push it all the way out to 2,800 miles, right? or 2,080 miles. I could push that number out, but that is the number that I'm getting as a mile marker for the 3:10 a.m. chart. So I'm going to be working on that for you guys soon. Keep an eye out for it. And okay, let's see what NASA has to say about this beautiful eclipse that's going to be happening. Bless you all.
The universe is out there and it's affecting us. We are in space.
And here it comes, there's the diamond ring. And that is the most spectacular sight.
If you haven't seen it, you haven't seen anything.
Hello, everyone. I'm Acting NASA Press Secretary Faith Mackey, and thank you for joining us this morning as we look forward to the upcoming total solar eclipse on April 8th. During today's press conference, you'll learn more about what to expect during the eclipse, how you can participate, how NASA and government agencies will use the eclipse to advance science, and how to view it safely. Today's participants include NASA Administrator Bill Nelson, NASA Deputy Administrator Pam Melroy, NASA Associate Administrator Jim Free, Director of NOAA's Office of Space Weather Observations El Sayed Talat, and NASA Eclipse Program Manager Kelly Karek. After remarks from each of our participants, we will gladly take questions from the media. Now I'll hand it over to Administrator Nelson to kick us off.
Good morning. Before we get started, we were supposed to have the Federal Highway Administrator, Shailene Batt, with us this morning. You've probably seen the emergency that's happening in Baltimore. Our thoughts are certainly with them. Our prayers are with the people and the families involved. I've often said that at NASA, our mission is for all humanity, and that's because space brings us together. There's no better proof than moments like this, a total solar eclipse. It's a moment when millions of people across North America will look to the heavens as the moon passes in front and between the sun and the earth. And it's a rare sight that we haven't seen in 7 years. And unusual things start to happen as the normal rhythms of Earth are disrupted. When you're seeing this eclipse, you ought to observe this. As the day appears to turn to dusk and then dark, people have heard birds stop singing. They've seen giraffes suddenly begin to gallop. Roosters start crowing and crickets chirp. So watch for these unusual behaviors. And we encourage you to help NASA observe the sights and sounds around you. Eclipses have a special power. They move people to feel a kind of reverence for the beauty of our universe. Their power is not only to unify us on Earth, but to further science and discovery. In 1919, Albert Einstein's theory of gravitational bending was proven when scientists measured how stars shift when the sun is blocked out by the moon. And today, over a century later, a total solar eclipse still brings great opportunity in science. Pam is going to share a little bit more about how NASA missions will use this rare moment to advance science. Safety is always NASA's #1 priority, and that remains true for this solar eclipse. Make sure you have the proper eye protection, like the eclipse glasses. And as you look at the heavens on April the 8th, when the eclipse starts, please, please put those glasses on. Now, I'm going to hand it over to Pam.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, this is such an awe-inspiring moment. I remember the first time that I learned that this is, it's kind of a very rare thing, that it just so happens that our moon is at the right size and distance to cause this effect here on Earth. And I hope that the awe that you were talking about, sir, is completely, understood by everybody who gets to experience it, because it's really a miracle of our universe. Of course, we're super excited. I mean, we are incredibly excited and have been building up to this moment, anticipating the solar eclipse and the incredible scientific opportunities, which it's my joy to talk to you about today. At NASA, we explore the unknown in air and space, and so we're always looking at pushing that cutting edge of science. We really want to learn more about the universe and our place in it. The thing that's so unique about a solar eclipse is that it's an opportunity to look at three celestial bodies: the Earth, the moon, and the sun, in entirely different ways than we usually do. And our scientists are going to take full advantage of this celestial event to get invaluable data. One focal point is definitely the sun's atmosphere, or the corona. So this is a very elusive region, and it can be viewed during a solar eclipse in a very special way. It's key to understanding fundamental questions about how heat and energy are transferred out into the solar wind, which contributes to our understanding not just of solar dynamics, but also how solar flares and the solar wind will affect life here on Earth. Things are happening with the corona that we don't fully understand, and the eclipse gives us a unique opportunity to collect data that may give insights into the future of our star. And it just so happens we're at solar maximum, so the chance we're going to see something amazing is very high. We're also leveraging this unique opportunity to look at the effect of the sun on the Earth's atmosphere, particularly the ionosphere. That's the electrically charged part of our atmosphere that can act as a conduit for many of our communications and navigation signals. So understanding how solar energy affects the ionosphere is crucial for predicting and mitigating potential disruptions to our technology. By observing the temporary decrease in sunlight at a much quicker time scale than we experience for sunrise and sunset, we're going to gain insight specifically into how sunlight affects the ionosphere. But as I mentioned, there are three bodies involved to make this eclipse happen, and thanks to highly precise mapping of the moon from our Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, we can actually unlock new knowledge during an eclipse. Studying the moon's silhouette against the sun lets us learn more about the sun itself, allowing us to study solar active regions such as the chromosphere, very hard to see with a traditional coronagraph. We're also going to make use of the moon's terrain to study the sun's shape and size. And our detailed knowledge of the moon also allows scientists to predict the shape of the moon's shadow on Earth better than ever before. So in essence, we are thrilled about this opportunity to conduct amazing, valuable science during the eclipse, and we want everyone to join us in this exciting opportunity. Thank you.
So there you go. That's what NASA is doing with this solar eclipse. This is exciting times, and this is a great eclipse to start off eclipse season. I really hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope that it's not too emotional for you like it was for me last year. I hope that you're not going to be bawling your eyes out like I was. But I'm a Cancer, so I'm really emotional. We cry a lot. So this picture here is from Rami Astro, who's an astrophotographer. I think this is such a beautiful picture of the moon, and you can start to see that that rust that's starting to appear on the moon. And actually that's true. The moon is starting to develop a little bit of rust on it, believe it or not. You can Google that and verify it for me. There's some new information that's coming out about it. Also, I don't know about you guys, but I have been having some serious, intense dreams since the solar eclipse has been kicking off. I've had 3 dreams about seeing the solar eclipse. Last night I had an intense dream that I was in this field and it was really foggy. when it opened up my third eye chakra. I mean, when your third eye opens up, I'm probably going to sound like a complete crazy person, but when your third eye opens up, there's certain colors that activate. I usually see this eggplant purple, this magenta, purple, pink color. I see indigo blue. I see sky blue. I see electric blue, electric teal. I also see lime green sometimes. So I had a dream, and it definitely was a third eye chakra dream. I know that because those were the colors that were showing in this eclipse. The eclipse was right in front of my face. I was in this field, and I reached out to touch the eclipse because it was so close to me. The moon was a dark indigo blue, and the light around the eclipse, and I saw that diamond appear at the top of the eclipse. It was this electronic blue, this like bright, piercing electric blue. Almost looked like lightning, but it was gentle light, and it went through me. This light, when I put my hand up to touch the eclipse, the light pierced my hand, went down my arm, and went into my solar plexus. I don't know what that's about. That was a really intense dream. When I woke up, my pillow was soaking wet. I was crying, but they weren't like scary tears. They weren't like like a nightmare tears. They were happy tears because I was just kind of like awestruck about the magnificence of how beautiful this eclipse is. I think this is a really powerful eclipse, and I'm hoping that it's a positive one. A lot of people are really getting into the doom and the gloom of it all, but I don't know. I'm hoping that that's not what it is, but I'm praying that it's not like a doom and gloom thing. I really think it's going to be magnificent and magical, and I really hope that you enjoy it. Just remember that you might have some family members or your friends. If you're usually the rock in your family or in your friend group, they might depend on you a little bit more right now because they're going to be feeling the emotions of this eclipse. So everybody around you might be behaving a little off too. So just be aware of that. This is intense energy, and this is going to be so beautiful. So just, I hope you guys get to see it. And if I can, I'll try to come on live and we can watch it together. I would love to watch it with all of you we'll watch NASA together. Okay. Blessings to you all. Take care of one another. God bless. Bye-bye.